found out that being married is not much fun because there's something I'm married that she's already gossiping me about.
Yes.
She is not the woman I married. We didn't tell you. That means that I'm going to have to do even more chores around the house. So that means what? I've got to do the washing up as well. Well, that's two. That's all I'm being let off with. Yes. Let's see. So I've got to collect my thoughts a second. I've had quite a lot to drink. And I said, you know, I'm paying for alcohol. I'm going to drink that alcohol. And that is what I've done. So I am married. There's probably going to be the maximum amount of alcohol I'll drink because I can feel my cheeks glowing. So I know my limits. Now, for me, it's completely strange actually drinking because I was teetotal till I was 40. So it's a very new experience for me. So you know, so the last month I've been drinking a lot. Someone sure get that joke. I won't say I'm 45. Conversation. It's a long speech. We're supposed to be in the debate for 7, is that right? Hour and a half. What a film. When I moved up to this area, obviously, I wasn't quite happy. I was moving in to the area with a new job, and obviously didn't know anybody apart from my local family. Me. And Denise looked after me and fed me, and the family put up with me. Toby.
I'm here. I'm at the back.
Hi, Toby. Yeah, they had to stop me, but yeah, when I came up, I didn't know anybody, and so I thought, right, I need to start a social life, get started again, and so the idea was to. We wanted to do salsa for years. I thought, well, I'll try and do one night of that, one night of yoga, one night of karate, and then try and find something else to do. And just have a varied activity.
One session mark of karate.
That was 20 minutes. That's it. The kickboxing one, that was 20 minutes, and he punishes newcomers. So I would say never go to him. I can't remember the name. One can help you out there. If you don't want to go to him, one will tell you who he is. But he punishes newcomers, and I was in the toilet, and after 20 minutes, and I was 20 minutes in the toilet, waiting to throw up. It was horrible. Yeah, I haven't been back there, but I started with salsa now, and that's one of the things that I'm going to say is like a big thank you to Carol and Alan, because obviously they are here with us today. I'm there as well, but they obviously, when they started salsa classes and they set out obviously in their business endeavour, but they obviously had done well to advertise it, because I just looked at salsa on the internet and not just the salsa. I'd come up and so obviously I thought it was local. I'll go and see the classes, but obviously there's a big...
the Monday class?
That was the Monday class. That was great, but I was late getting there, and I'd gone. I thought, well, I'm late, I'll just go there, because the way it advertised was beginner's class, and then from then on it was advanced class. So I thought I'll just go pick some leaflets, and then obviously I'll then try to go the next week. Well, I got there, and I think Alan was already in the middle of his teaching class, and he beckoned over to Carol, who was teaching somebody else, and Carol comes over and starts the classes with me, and I was introduced to Lynn and to Pam, and 2 hours I was dancing, or practicing to dance, I was stepping on toes, Lynn, for 2 hours, with a smile on my face. I mean, I was really enjoying it, but at the same time, obviously, I was making a mess because I was only a beginner anyway. but you know, it made a big impact. It was very, very welcoming, and you know, it made a big difference to me. I'm going to start crying already. I'm not even halfway through this speech. And oh my God. But it was very, it made a big difference to me. But obviously, yeah, I'd started off trying to do that routine of socialising, and I found that I couldn't remember classes once a week. By the time I got to the next week, what I'd learned the previous week I'd forgotten. So it is indeed, it is a little bit harder on the men, it is on the women for salsa, but if you persevere with it, you do get to be a little bit better at it. I'm marketing! Lisa turned it out after the session. But it was, but yeah, so I thought, well, the Tai Chi I'd started, that was it, Tai Chi I'd started on the Tuesday night. I thought, well, that's very slow. And I'd only learned about this much of the movement in about 3 or 4 weeks, and I thought, well, the salsa I could probably learn more in than the Tai Chi. I can always come back to Tai Chi, there's still probably really at this point by the time I get back. So I thought, I'll get some more classes in, and which made a big difference. 2 classes a week really helped. But obviously, I was getting to be a glutton for punishment. Obviously, I started Monday, Tuesday, then I did Wednesday, and then Thursday, and obviously Friday social. I mean, I went to first Friday social 2 weeks after I started, but I was very traumatising to begin with. But then obviously Carol said, just ask people to dance. It's okay, they were you were. So I did, and obviously that was fine. By the time I danced with a few women, I was just getting into it, and the night finished. I mean, 12 o'clock finishes are no good, Alan. I mean, yeah. I was just getting wound up and geared up. But okay, I started classes in the March when I moved up, and in the May, Alan was doing a demonstration in Burley Street. Burley Street, I will never forget Burley Street. Burley Street is the trauma of my life. I was so traumatised in Burley Street. I'm surprised I ever carried on salsa dancing. For the sake of trauma of Burley Street, I probably wouldn't be married today, but because after a couple of months, we'd only had a few classes of the Cuban wheel for me, and I've done a few basics, and this strange woman, this very strange woman comes running up to me, and she says, dance with me in the wheel. I said, no. She said, please, no. Dance with me. No. I said no 8 times. And I'm sure I was adamant that I'd said no 8 times, and she would not take no for an answer. And I had to give in. And I was pulled into that Cuban wheel as it started, and the first couple of moves I knew because I'd learned them. But the problem is, one, in the wheel, you don't stay with the same partner. So the partners get moved around as the dance continues on. For those of you who don't know, those of you who do, know. But so she swans off to other partners around the wheel. The next thing, Alan starts shouting words I've never heard of in my life. Not only did I not know the words, I think some of them may have been in Spanish. I'm not very good with languages. That was it. These words, I did not know what to do with them. And these women have been thrown at me, and I'm like, we are in a street demonstration in the centre of Blackpool. The middle of strangers, the middle of dancers. I was so embarrassed because of what this woman did. I was traumatised beyond belief. I did not do Cuban wheel for about 2 months in the classes after that. I had no way, until we started doing basics again. But it was just, I was so traumatised, and I still refer to that trauma today. And I haven't got over it. Past Burley Street, just, I'm doing this again. It's so embarrassing. People were taking pictures and video, that's even worse. I mean, everybody else dancing perfectly. I know. don't know if that particular one's on YouTube, but I know from Burley Street there are some video on there. And I have not been a few times. It's like I look so good at dancing. It's like so that day, obviously, she did make some sort of impression on me. That after that, it wasn't good. Bad enough that she wouldn't go away when I said no. Like, leave me alone. But she does, likes that. But I mean, I think Krisia had said at the time that I was the only man that was left. I don't know whether he said so. I think he's apologised for the last 3 years after, but it's nearly. I got 1 more to be in. Yeah, 3 years. 3 years ago. Obviously, we sort of went for a little walk during one of the Blackpool Tower social sessions in the November of the 6th of November. And that's obviously when we had our first kiss in Blackpool. Yes. It's very cold. Actually, in December, I think, if I remember correctly, we were back in the tower. We were back in the tower, I think, in December. But, yeah, so in a very short, dramatic space of time, we did end up together, which was obviously